What is going on? We're back and we're playing some more Madden 23 playoffs. Today, we have the LA Chargers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. So let's get it. The Jags were down 30-0 at halftime and came back to win the game 31-30. What a comeback.
Back in week 3, the Chargers lost a blowout in their last matchup against the Jaguars. Can Jacksonville sweep the series? The answer comes your way next on Madden Football.
But what a game it was.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Let's get it, baby.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long.
Let's get it. Staley might get fired from that fucking absolute blowout game. Jags rolled through. Probably going to take on my team next. Kansas City. Return left.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there.
And here comes Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville
so
offense.
First drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple of drafts ago, former Clemson Tiger Trevor Lawrence.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart.
Inside
but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Now ETN to start the drive. There's some space here.
Oh, nice.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Oh yeah, T-Law.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the screen.
My mic's still good, right?
6, and it'll be second down.
Hello?
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 44, Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Buck sweep.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever.
Calvin Ridley, Shaquille Griffin, Cam Robinson, Dwayne Smoot.
Clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know
if
it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite.
Evan Ingram.
Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 40 yards. And the Jaguars will start first here in this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field. And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Let's go.
Riley Patterson down for the extra point. And this is
7.
Up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. That time 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. And after the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
And here comes Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense.
Led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that
Cover
they can
6.
win.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Cover on hole.
Shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Oh, Tyson Campbell. Cover 2 man.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. And
Oh, fumble. Get it. What the hell? What happened?
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is
Cover
loose?
6.
It is a moment where
It was actually a fumble.
concentration
Wow.
goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that
Cover 2
chance.
man.
There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 2nd and 7, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
Damn.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 37. The
Cover
Chargers
6.
passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Get him. Yeah.
Jaguar pressure.
Lorenzo Kutakazi.
That's Foley Fatukasi who got in there and finished off the play.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these
Cover 2
playoffs,
man.
they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. Flushed out right.
No way.
But he makes the catch. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 26.
Cover 2 man.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too
Cover
good
6.
there. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up
Cover 6.
incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
No block.
They're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something.
Oh, come on.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
That's going to give him a 1st down, isn't it?
And they'll accept that penalty.
Cover 2
Lack of
man.
discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Completion was
Cover 2 man.
but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around.
That's so annoying. They're probably going to score off this now.
After the catch.
Herbert throwing again.
Yep.
That's going to
Touchdown.
be caught by Carter for a Charger touchdown.
DeAndre Carter.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. A nice connection there, finding his target.
Load block
and
right.
Put 6 up on the board.
Just
Fine.
like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
The point after is good.
Return middle.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Power row.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent.
Oh, Brandon Sheriff is, oh my God, of course he is.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth
Tight end hook.
if you don't think there's one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that.
Oh yeah, Kirk.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down.
Let's see that in the first quarter.
Us to the end of the first quarter play. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with
Inside
the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Dry. Okay, inside zone, I guess.
But there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
40 yards on the ground for him so
Dagger.
far.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers.
Good shit, Marvin.
26. His first catch, and it's a
Inside
pretty
zone.
big one. They get the conversion on third down. Straight ahead, ETN.
Oh yeah.
Gets around
Oh.
him. And
Nice.
takes it in.
Travis Etienne.
Jacksonville. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact.
Let's
until
go.
the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up
Good shit.
after the initial contact. Patterson now for the extra point.
Boom.
And
14-7.
It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
Kick off middle. Boom.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They bring the 5 seed into the playoffs. Of
Cover
course,
on
you're
ball.
one of the wild card teams. And when you're a wild card team, it makes it a little bit tougher. You have to win the extra game. But there's been a precedent set of teams doing that successfully in the past.
And it's usually teams that have
Nice.
aspects that
Cover
really
3
jump
flag.
out at you, and it really factors in the playoffs. I mean, Pittsburgh, they rode a heavy run game with Jerome Bettis when they won in 2005. And then don't forget the Giants in 2007. That season, pass rush. Remember how big that was for them during the playoffs. And for Green
Cover 3
Bay,
flag.
it was the quarterback play of Aaron Rodgers. So to me, it's a matter of what's going to affect the game in a big run. Can that aspect of your team really make those plays? A lot of times it's pass rush and quarterback play.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves
Cover
the
2 men.
chains as well. On 1st and 10, Herbert.
Oh, come on.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work
Cover 2 man.
defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert.
Come
Get that
on.
one to Carter complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the
Cover on Robert.
Jaguars' 41-yard line. Herbert now. And fights him off.
Oh, come
He'll get this to
on,
Eckler.
dude.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That'll be the 2-minute warning. Cover 6.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Cover on hole.
To the air again, Herbert. They'll find Williams on the slant. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because
Cover
they've
on
come
Robbie.
out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
There's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that
Cover
play
2 man.
developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense.
No way!
Better and better in the NFL.
What?
Pretty nice example there of those guys
Okay.
run from their assignments
And Josh Allen's
and
hurt.
finish off that play.
Cover on hole.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Herbert back to the air.
Uh-oh. Nice.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh my God.
I'm really
Will
liking
not
what
be
I'm
able to
seeing from
return
this
for this game,
defense
so
because their
Flavion Chase
coverage
on guts.
has been playing at a shutdown level so far.
We just lost
Even backed up late,
probably our best
forcing
defensive player
incompletions and fighting to keep
for the
him
rest
in
of the
end
game.
zone as the first half winds down.
Nice.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Yeah, give me a sec. Nice.
Under pressure, they got him again. Tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Load block left.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here.
Damn it, he got it.
And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3.
All right, hold on, guys. All right, we're back.
This one possession ball game.
And ideally,
Sorry, my
you
breakfast
want
is
to end every
ready, so.
drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
HB stretch.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this super wildcard Saturday is at halftime.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
The best of the early games on Sunday may just be in Buffalo, where the Bills face a big test as they'll square off against the Miami Dolphins.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
Cool.
The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter.
Calabion Chase on.
That had to be an interesting
Josh Allen's out. That's
This is
sad.
a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with
Oh,
a good first
okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Cover one hole.
Herbert on first down now. He's airing it out for Williams.
No way! Thank you.
Caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert.
No way.
Left side, it's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 33. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Coverage check.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Come on, boys. Big stop.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler.
Oh, my God.
They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Cover one hole.
52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
Nice.
And his throw here's
Cover 2,
incomplete.
man.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. On the screen,
oh my God, you're going to really give me a roughing the passer call?
There's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback?
Bullshit.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
Up the middle with Eckler.
And touchdown.
He fights his way in.
Austin Eckler.
Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
17-14.
Point after up and good. And it's now 17-14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Taken in at the 3.
Oh.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands.
Yeah,
well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving.
That's
which side has it,
a bad
which side's
throw.
going to score.
Oh, I thought I caught that.
A little bit of a challenge
That would've
for
been
each
sick.
side, trying to match each other.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive,
Inside
but this
zone.
is going to wind up incomplete. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. ETN up the middle.
Get off me.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into quarterback on the expected passing situation.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Zay.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first
Middle
down.
high-low.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken
Sebastian
down.
Joseph Day.
Sebastian Joseph Day
Miami.
breaking through for the sack. So after the sack, still
Kill!
Lawrence finds the open
Good shit,
target
damn
middle.
it.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense is
Yeah, push shot.
being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it
Oh, yeah,
tough to
T-Law.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
P-A-Y drag wheel.
clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Looking for more there on first down. But this
Oh,
throw
fuck, okay, I guess we're going
downfield
curls combo.
incomplete. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Lawrence
Oh, he did it. He said kill, kill. Nice. What an audible. Marvin
Jones.
Jones.
But not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give it
Double
30
slants.
yards there.
Oh, and that's the end of the third quarter.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA. Back now in Jacksonville. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
I didn't think he was going to cut fucking back in. Texas double post.
They're extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Kill!
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence.
T-Law gets into the end zone. Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence taking it in for 4 yards. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew they were time getting short. They had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
Boom.
It's up and good to make it
21.
21-17. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it was capped out by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Chargers getting set to go. Right now, Charles, this is the drive of the season.
Cover
They're on the
pick,
road
Bob.
here in the playoffs. It's put up or shut up. They need points.
This is where you have to come together as a team, as you just noted, on the road. So that means they've carried that mentality with them throughout. Hey, we've got to go out there, we've got to rely on ourselves, right? Focus.
Nice. Good play. Andre Cisco.
Picked up by Andre Cisco.
What a play.
The Jags are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think a defender would win. And a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the
Jet
end
pass big
and
sign.
making the tackle by the QB.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds.
Flood
right
switch.
around the 7. On 2nd and 7, Lawrence.
Oh my God.
And down he goes. Pressure gets
Khalil
him back
Mack.
at the 14. Khalil Mack coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
Okay.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'll take a field
Well
goal.
done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get
24-17.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
Oh, I didn't pick a play. Uh-oh.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Okay.
And
What
he's
play did I
able to
run?
get this
Cover
one
4
up to
drop.
his 30 before he's out
Cover
of
2 man.
bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And he goes out right around the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their
Cover
shots.
6.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected it as a power play up the middle coming out. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 41, Herbert.
Kill!
Caught by Carter. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Tell you what,
Cover
he's
3
been
cloud.
able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball,
on the right guy.
Get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as
Cover
well.
1 Robert.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
is something he thought about,
that's a
dreamed
two-minute
about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
No way.
At about the 5.
Overload
Looming
3
decision to
seam
make on
press.
the conversion, down 7, but first things first. They got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Damn it. 24-24.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
Double cross.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this
case,
you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Vertical zig.
This is a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
Nice.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Power row.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Another tote for ETN. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
HP dive, I guess.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. A handoff for ETN. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot.
This is what happened in real life.
That eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that.
We're trying to kill all this clock.
Figured that one out and made a really nice play.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Call timeout.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
36-yarder. That was like exactly what Riley Patterson kicked.
The stadium locked in on Riley Patterson. This to advance to the divisional round.
Boom. The kick is good. The Jaguars win. The Jaguars. The Jaguars.
As we say so long, everybody.
It was almost the right score. 31-30, 27-24. Same thing. Let me show you how to piss off. Let me show you. Let me show you highlights. Let's go. Damn. Nice. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and until the next video, I'll see you guys. Peace.